Hi everyone, my name is Rob Horton and I am a junior integrated social studies education major with a minor in history. And I'm also getting the TESOL endorsement, which is teaching English to speakers of other languages and English language learners. I'm from Fairfield, Ohio, which is only about 40 minutes south of campus, which is where I am right now. And I'm also one of the co-presidents for EHS ambassadors. But one of the reasons I love Miami so much is because of the faculty and the staff. I changed my major at the end of my first year, and I really didn't know where I wanted to go. So I talked to a couple of faculty members and staff members, and I was really just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I went into social studies education, and I kind of just said, this is something that I liked when I was in high school, and I really wanted to see how it was going to fit for me. And within the first semester, I knew that it was the major for me. I knew that I was going to really enjoy it, and I knew that it was something that I was going to eventually become incredibly devoted to, and I have become incredibly devoted to it. And I really have just all the faculty and all the staff to thank. There are many professors that I can thank, but I know that there are specific people in particular, like Roxanne Summers and Dr. Thomas Misko and Dr. Molly Kelly. There are many professors and many faculty members that I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them. So I have them to thank for everything. And they're so easygoing and very down to earth, and they're willing to do and take all the time and energy to help you out and make sure that you get the best education possible. But another reason why I love Miami so much is just the community itself and the general population. One of the great things with integrated social studies ed and AYA overall is that you get to get placed in your cohorts, is what we call it, in your junior year, where you're going to be with students that are in the same major as you. So in adolescent young adult social studies ed this year, there's currently about 30 of us. And this past year, I think I can safely say that every single one of them has become a really good friend over this past year. And, we get to see each other every single day. Of course, now under different circumstances, we can't, but we still all talk to each other relatively a decent amount of the time. And, I'm really happy to call all of them friends because they really make the experience much more special and much more exciting and much more fun. And it's great to see them whenever we have to go on to a class meeting or anything like that, because it's good to see that everyone is still kicking and still happy and still got to love it. And, we all have the same motivations and the same excitement every single day. And that's why I love our cohort and the community so much, because it spans not just from education or kinesiology or whatever, but it also spans from any other different majors, or maybe your interests in student organizations, or just overall excitement in maybe a sports team or anything like that. I mean, it really is a lot of fun. But my third and final reason why I love Miami so much is really just based off of my readiness heading into the real life, is what we like to call it. Um, I again, to kind of swing with faculty and staff. I mean, I feel so much more prepared going off into the real world and getting ready for education in particular. Over these last 2 years in education, I remember in particular the first ever lesson that I had with my advisor and professor, Dr. Misko. He really opened my eyes to what social studies education was. And I think that's one of the great things about Miami, is that whatever professor you have overall, you're always going to have at least that one professor, and I've had many, that give you an eye-opening moment. And that first meeting we had was that moment for me. And it was that moment that made me realize that I was definitely in the right spot, definitely in the right place when it came to social studies education. And because of that, it really emphasized how much I knew that Miami was my home, and it emphasized how much I really enjoyed being on campus and where I am now. And I'm really going to miss it when I graduate next spring. I'm not looking forward to that date, but I'm extremely looking forward to the last year that I have on campus. And I really hope to get to see you all next year or the year after or however long it may be. But, um, but go Miami, go Red Hawks, and have a great rest of your day.